welcome back to Funtastic Fridays. You're still tuned in to Talk the Ting with Kim. That's what yours truly, Kim. And we're discussing the do's and the don'ts of step parenting. And I'm recommending that, we all don't put this out of our mind. Don't think, it's something that I'll never do, because you don't know where life will take you.
Things can happen. Right now it looks like it's getting there.
Exactly.
At this point, it's either you find somebody, with a relationship with a child already, or probably even married or divorced. It's like, yeah, it's possible.
Exactly. All kind of things can happen. Now your partner can pass. Well, look how much time we hear them something there, and that people just remarry and stuff, and now you have a blended family. Yeah. So you have to consider these things. So don't put stuff to your man and say, I'm not do that. And I think most people do that, because I was one of those persons when I was much, much younger who would be like, no, I don't want to date nobody with kids. And my reasoning wasn't because I don't like kids. I just never wanted to be mother drama. Yeah. That I always heard about or even saw, because some of my friends were the baby mother with the drama.
Yeah, we go.
And they intentionally caused drama. So I saw that firsthand and said, listen, me can't bother with that stress there. Relationships are work on their own. Me can't do without the dynamic there. But as you get older, you understand that it's not so much about the fact that there's baby mother drama. It's just that people have set boundaries. So you have to know, so you choose the right partner who will set the boundaries that's necessary to protect the relationship with you. And also, there's a balance that has to happen.
Ensure that everybody is.
So, it's not so much about, a baby mother drama, but you have to know, say, you choose the right partner, whether it's the husband or wife, because this happens on both sides of the spectrum. You have to choose proper people. That's why y'all can't be having kids with just anybody, because they can create havoc in your life.
True. All
right, so number 7, Mira Queen Bee. I know you said, how the YouTube giveaway go, but we soon get to that. Yeah, so number 7, step parents need to learn to accept that the co-parent will always be a part of your lives, and that the kids will always have a special place in their heart for their biological parent, right? And that's actually innate. So enough time people are adopted, and then along the way they're like, they're just curious, they want to know who their biological, it's a natural connection, and it's natural questions that you'd have. So whether the biological parent is there playing a role or they were never there, they're gonna question it one day, probably go in search of them one day. Don't mean they don't love you or they don't appreciate you. It's just a natural thing. So they will always have a special place, which is why enough also people who don't know the parents sometimes get really bitter, because they see that around them, people have their mother and their father and the bonds they have, and they're robbed of that, because it's a special place that they need to be filled. You understand? So step parents need to understand that the co-parent will always be a part of your lives, and that the kids will always have a special place in their heart for their biological parents. You have to mentally prepare for this if this is the route that you choose to take. And if there is an absentee parent, there is always the chance that they may try to reappear in the child's life at some point in the future. So that can happen to you. You might think that 15 years past now and the person now play them role. So you've been playing mommy, or you've been playing daddy role, and the person pop up out of the blue, boy, realize I should do this, I'm regret it, can I be a part now? And I have to know, say those things, there's a possibility it will come up. Yeah. Right? People change along the way. Them learn life lessons and they try to do better sometimes. So prepare your mind for that. It also has to be understood that the co-parent will always, in one way or another, affect your relationship. It could be that the co-parent, which is your partner and the ex, right, could be having a major disagreement about something regarding their child or children, and the effects of that could easily filter into your own relationship. So you're probably good day par whatever, or had a good morning with them, and then by afternoon them vex. And they ask, what, babe? Boy, so-and-so, I do this, son, I agree with this, son. It's going to affect you. It's going to filter into your relationship. Inevitably, it's going to filter into your relationship. So it can affect your arguments. It can affect how you guys deal with each other. So everybody has to be mature about everything and try not to let it spill over onto the next person. And be very open with communication. Communication is the key in almost everything we've discussed so far, in all the topics we've discussed. So on a need for actually have open communication, because they're always going to affect your relationship. Right? And then you also need to understand that they will still call you partner, as in the ex-parent or the ex
Yeah.
the biological parent will still call your partner in case of emergencies, or to make plans regarding their child, or discuss responsibilities, or celebrate the celebration of the child's birthday, or milestones, or whatever. So there's just always going to be
Yeah.
there in your life. You need to
Because
accept that.
The child exists, so they're gonna have to talk about the child, plan about the child.
Exactly.
So just like how you need to know what their child doing every day, they're gonna talk.
Them are
every
going to
day.
want to know that.
Yeah.
So them are going to talk almost every
So
day.
don't be surprised. Oh, on the phone.
Why them a call you so
What should I call
often
you
for?
for?
What should I call you midnight
They
for?
got a child.
What she tells you for come for what?
Yeah.
If you know say you are probably the jealous type, probably this is not the relationship
it's
for
gonna be
you.
hard for you.
Because it's gonna take a lot of maturity, a lot of trust, a lot of things that will be required if you decide to go the route of a step parent. Because that person can call, they have a right to do so. Them not be together, but they share a child and they both are looking out for the best interest, or should be looking out for the best interest of their child.
Yeah.
Right? So they'll always be discussing stuff regarding the child. It's important to bear in mind that when you date or marry someone with kids, you essentially marry their ex too, at least in a sense. So that was the best way to explain it.
All right.
They will always be there. They might show up to drop off the child. They might come by to pick up. They might all kind of things.
Don't mix up issue though.
It, that's why I said, that's why it said in a sense. 'Cause them come in the package. Whether it is that you're not with the person, but they're part of the package. I said them can call. They're going to make plans for certain things. Oh, I have this weekend. Can you? Or, okay, we're doing an alternate weekend thing. Who will keep him or her this summer? Who? All these things have to be discussed. So you have to be a part of that. To come in the territory. As Carter said, be civilized. And Miriam said, honestly, I couldn't deal with that. So that's what I'm saying. I make sure I'm pointing out these things because it's not an easy role. You know, the first paragraph, I did say, it might be the hardest thing you have to do because you have to accept being second citizen.
Yeah.
You know, you're probably never going to be a priority because chances are your partner has to prioritize the child at some point. At probably most times in the relationship. So you're important too, but I've spoken to guys who said them don't date, especially women with kids, because they don't ever feel like a priority. Everything are a picnic. And there's truth to it.
I mean, as
Some
I
people
said-
can manage it, some people can't.
All right, like myself here, I really and truly, I know, sometimes you want to be reasonable, but sometimes you don't
You
want to
feel-
give up too much of what you need.
Yes, that
Because
is
if
what
you're
I
a
hear most
person-
guys saying when it
if
comes to
you're a
women.
person that, like to know that, okay, you're free, you're spontaneous, then you know that that's going to be a setback.
That's not
when you're
gonna be the
working with
relationship for you.
A lady that has a child. You can't say, hey, let's go to
Get
Uchi
dressed.
tomorrow.
I'm coming for you.
Nah, she gotta find a
the baby
babysitter.
asleep
She gotta
and
ensure that, so
we have school in the morning.
You have to
and
know what you plan, yeah.
So you have to know what you're getting into. Don't just go tell people because them look good. Not for evaluate the circumstances and see if it's something you can manage. So me, I admire you being honest with yourself, saying, yo, I couldn't deal with that. So Anna might seen that. And that's fine.
That's fine.
No wrong with that. That's fine. Know what you can deal with and not put yourself in some stressful situations. All right? So that was number 7. Number 8. Take things slowly. Let go of the Brady Bunch fantasy with all smiles and happy-go-lucky, and you just enter and the family just envelop you and everybody just live happily ever after. And adjust your expectations. As I said, don't look for the Brady Bunch thing. You'll get a rude awakening, as them say, right? So take things at a pace that suits your stepchild. No, not you, your stepchild, because they're the most vulnerable in all of this.
yeah.
Don't expect instant love or even like between you. In the early days, settle for respect. It usually works best in the first year or 2 if you spend time just being supportive of your stepchild, but not taking on an active parenting role. It's enough to be someone your stepchild can depend on to do the same things each week, like always taking him or her to and from school or to hang out with their friends on some weekends, etc. This will give your stepchild a chance to get to know and trust you. Once you and your stepchild are comfortable with each other, you can take on more of a parenting role if that's what you, your partner, and your stepchild want. So be patient, it takes time. Children may take longer than you expect to adapt to the new and unique family setting. Avoid imposing your expectations and let things play out naturally instead. So as Curtis said, you have to give and take. Show respect in my child's space is a must, right? So nobody, as I said, nobody try to step parent of the year every week when they come or every time you see them, you have a bag of sweetie because you have bribe them. Yeah, enough parents do it. We know these things. Of course. Have a bag of sweetie. If I see them like Skittles, you buy a dozen the next time you go road because you just want to always have Skittles because this is a bribe. It don't work like that, right? Just take time. Be patient. It will happen over time.
And you just want to make sure, so when you got the child say, I want to go to Uncle, because you don't say that help you look a boost.
Right?
Usually when the child love you, the relationship work a little better.
It works a bit better.
When the child don't like you, a problem.
And that is something you have to understand because that's our very next point. Mm-hmm. Understand that no matter how hard you try, your stepchild might reject you, ignore you, or just feel uncomfortable or shy around you. So you might give them the world, you might go all boat, you might carry them go beach every week, hard them something there. There's a chance the stepchild may never accept you. And there's a bunch of reasons for this. So it can be hard to cope with this and find a way to relate to your stepchild that works for both them and for you. Additionally, you might have to deal with negative reactions or criticism from your stepchild's other parent. So this is one of the reasons. They might have talked bad about you. Mm-hmm. And as such, that parent now is causing the child to misbehave around you. So if your stepchild's other parent isn't pleased about you being in your stepchild's life, this could affect how your stepchild behaves towards you. So, you have the bitter parents, them. What is a cause problem? And I like so and so. And make sure listen when him talk and and yeah. Especially if it is at the picnic tech team, then create havoc, because I was reading online where this child asked the step parent, can I call you dad? Because he felt that connection. Yeah. And the stepfather never mind at all. The father go here, say I call him dad. Almost every chance you get, where you call him that for? Stop calling him that. The bitterness will come out. Right? Understand it comes with the territory. It comes with it. So the other parent can affect how your stepchild reacts to you. Children may struggle with their feelings about a new step-parent. They may develop feelings of resentment if they think you're trying to replace their biological parent. Or they may feel like liking their new step-parent is a betrayal to their biological parent as well. So they might think, say, I sort of like Uncle Lionel, but if I like Uncle Lionel, my father go vex, I'm not really want my father upset with me. So I can't like Uncle Lionel. Kids will think like that. Right? So if I understand that dynamic. So it may not be that them just not like you or make a valid effort. They just don't want to disappoint them parent. Them don't want to hurt them, them don't want to see them cry, them don't want none of that. So as a result, them not even make an effort for like you because they don't want to hurt their parent. Right? They might worry that if they like you, accept you, or love you, their biological parent will be hurt or angry. This may increase their need to show loyalty to the biological parent by rejecting you or being hostile to you to prove their love to that parent. It is also a fact that many children never outgrow the desire for their parents to reunite. They might see you as a hindrance to their heart's desire being fulfilled. So you block the way for daddy and mommy to get back together. So I can't like you because in my mind, mommy and daddy need for... I still mommy and I not gonna like you because me love mommy, me love daddy, and I want them together. They can create a problem for you. Yeah. Right? And guess what? It don't mean that they're intentionally doing that. They just see this and this is their ideal thing, more mommy and daddy together. And they're just going to exist like that. And nothing wrong with that.
That's what Dennis the Menace.
Right? Nothing wrong with that. We see what the twin them?
Oh yeah, parent trap.
Parent trap, exactly. They've never liked the new girl and say, listen, I'm going to create hell it up. Right? Because they wanted their mother and father back in the picture. So most kids, no matter how the age that they are, they will never outgrow it. You have to accept that as well. So as Cassie said, it's too much for the children to process. And she says, same so Kim. As I said, these are things enough to consider. Miria did with laugh over there. Right? So another thing you have to consider as well is what led to your involvement in your stepchild's life in the first place. Did your current spouse or partner get divorced? Was it a failed long-term relationship? Did their last partner pass away? If your answer to any of these questions is yes, then the circumstances that led to your marriage or relationship will also influence the reaction of the children to you. And of course, the age of your stepchild will affect this as well. So how you come about into the picture will also determine how that child reacts to you. If them too young to understand, you probably have a better chance. Some people say that, boy, just like, adoption, some people say them don't adopt kids past a certain age because them bad already and them can't bother with that and it's way more work. They want babies that don't understand nothing. So you basically have a blank slate and you can teach them all the values you want to teach them. Same thing with step-parenting relationships. Other persons, they feel like if your child too old, then it's not gonna work out.
Kids, that part where it go with kids.
It's gonna happen.
At a younger age, they're more able to
susceptible
accept
and
when you come against like a teenager now, for them mind make up long
worse than adults.
Yeah.
Worse than adults. All right, so you have to think about that and know what you're signing up for. As we said, we're not saying it's impossible, but just know what you're getting into and know the work you're going to have to put in before you get enveloped in this and then it'll stress you and you're never ready. Yeah? And the last one. Learn that there will be a difference in parenting styles. Some persons think it's an easier transition if someone with kids enters a relationship with someone else who already has kids.
There you go.
This way, they consider it to be a fair playing field, and there will be a greater understanding from each partner when it comes to kids, as their partner is already a parent. However, people, this is not necessarily true.
You still have little issues, but
you and your partner, more than little, you and your partner might or more than likely will have different approaches to and expectations about parenting. It's different when you have a non-parent, because you don't have much, stuck in your ways, you don't have your practices or whatever. So the dynamic may actually be easier. You can lead and teach and say, boy, this is my parenting style, and it may adjust.
Yeah.
If you have a 6-year-old, 15-year-old, whatever, I saw this firsthand. There's somebody I know, he's 50 odd, and him was dating somebody 40 odd. She had a 15-year-old daughter. Him have all
30.
adults. Him have 5 pitney, and they're all adults. And when he would talk to her daughter, well, you know about this, and he was offended. He's like, but my 5 adult pitney, but no, I do. And she was like, well, this is my daughter. So,
and that
easier.
Yeah, and that again, it will come down to, and these are things where definitely you can actually understand who you're with.
Exactly.
Because, sometimes people will be different, and yes, there's no guarantee that somebody who has raised a 30-year-old already is going to be great with your 16-year-old.
Yep.
So it's not a foolproof plan. There's no straight line.
Yeah, because most people believe it, guys. It's not.
Yeah, it's just how you handle the situation.
And it's the person who you're working with. Yeah. Are they going to be flexible? Are they going to compromise? Because chances are you can't come and say, I say a spread bed. Who did you have a spread bed? So that will create havoc.
Not so bad, but
I'm just giving an example.
I can see how it can
so you spread bed the way you come meet this child. You teach your kids to spread bed this way. And then this other child now spread the bed. Who teach you the way that? I know you start discredit the parent. That's not a good look. You cannot discredit the parent to the child.
Start say, hey, listen, me don't do them.
Who teach them something? Then nobody would force you say,
You must think say your mother this.
You understand? People do that. Exactly the line that you must think say your mother this, or you must think say your father this. We do it. Whether we intentionally do it or not, it happens. And sometimes it's thrown in the other person's face. Especially non-parents. You don't know nothing about this, You know.
To this. But as Carter
so every dynamic.
As Carter said, you need to get to know both child and the parent first.
And the dynamic that exists.
So if you see them keep the child from you for a while, that's fine. The relationship is still not official as yet until you guys reach a level where they say,
we're not sure about each other.
Time to reach the child. Because you can't say you're smarty there. And that's when you're ready to meet the child.
No, exactly. So I said be careful.
That might end very soon.
Might end way sooner than you think. And as Carter said, be careful how you address the matter. And that's the thing. I think some people try, but sometimes in the heat of the moment, you're going to say things. Right? And people do it all the time. You don't know nothing about race pitney, How much pitney you have?
But that's those things will help you see how genuine people are.
Exactly.
Because this is when somebody looking at you to say, all right, this is somebody that I say I love. Probably them getting other benefits or whatever that they, use to highlight it and make it nice for them. Right? So when it comes to something now that is, their responsibility, and you see how you try to approach it and how they treat you, you're seeing the true
then you
person
understand.
there.
So you know whether you should go further or not. So that's what I was saying. You won't know which relationships will work, but ensure that when you are introducing your kids to somebody that is not just a passerby.
Right. So
Make sure all the work.
They come to your house. When they're at your house, them a fling chair, them a chew couch and all them something there and mash up the place, and you're cool because you know that don't affect you. And you go to them place now, as you touch a chair, hey, I know your places, you know.
Yep.
You know, say that person really
And it's human reaction. It's human reaction. People do it all the time. And you also have some people who are guilty of, as I was saying here, more likely your partner will have different approaches and expectations about parenting. You'll need to work with your partner on any problems that come up because of these differences. This especially applies to relationships where both partners enter the relationship with kids.
Yeah.
There's also the possibility that if you have a child or children of your own, you might feel biased towards your own child or upset if you think your partner isn't being fair to your child. That's another dynamic they have to consider. So if both of you come with parents, with children, sorry.
Yeah.
You might feel like when you share out food, a little bit more going on your pitney plate because of your pitney, right? And you may not even consciously do this, but you do it because you're the mother or the father of your child.
You know, your child like the thigh, so you just
You say you give them the thigh.
Yeah.
You never ask the next pitney, but I know my pitney like this, so I'm going to give them that first. But that can create problems too.
Yeah.
And they have the opposite. If you feel like, boy, your pitney is always left last in everything, you're going to feel away because you're very protective of your child, whether you're a father or a mother. So it doesn't mean that two people with kids coming together is easier. Just know both of them take work. Whether one have children and the other one doesn't, or both do, it take work either way. And I personally think, one that has children and one that doesn't, it's slightly easier because... and this is my opinion.
One is new, so if
one is new, so there's a lot of things to learn from you. You're the experienced one, so me not go past my place. But then when you have two parents who are stuck in them way and have some teenager, some 9-year-old, 8-year, so into them season, them I go stand them ground and say no, I saw it for go.
Yeah.
This me no, and me not change my mind. So know what to getting yourself into. So to wrap it up. So like all relationships, the step-parent relationship will always be a work in progress. So it's not nothing new. Every relationship take work. But a step-parent and stepchild relationship will definitely take work. It can be difficult, but it can also be incredibly rewarding. It's not likely going to be like a parent-child relationship for many reasons, but that doesn't make it less than or insignificant. All step families are different, but they share common vulnerabilities. They can be as rich, warm, loving, and wonderful as any other family. The dynamics of a step family presents challenges at the start that are unique, but just remember that no family is smooth sailing all the time.
All right.
All right. So that is it for Talk the Ting with Kim. If you join late and you miss any part, it's going to be recorded. Just check it out on the YouTube channel and check it out on our page.
Kati said, boy, I mean, I have that much patience.
Let me just try to stay put. I'm just like, guys, it's all about knowing what you're getting into. And that's what we have these conversations about weekly. We want you to understand. Think deeper about things that you're entering, especially when it comes to people that enter your life. That's not something where you just put it on one bag and pull out one name. Oh, I like Kim. You more on with. And that's how it work. Evaluate the people, whether they're a good fit to your life. Can you be a step parent? If you can't, just continue. There's other fish in the sea, as them say.
All right. So I want to say thanks to Kimmie for talking the things.
Yeah.
We learned a lot today, so you don't know the step parents, then we're going to step up the game.
Yeah, I like that. Step up the game, step parents.
All right.
Yeah.
And then, the parents that are there, just be more understanding, open-minded.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
We get it.
Show the appreciation, because step parents most time don't get the reward. Them play the role, them have to do them work too.
Yeah.
But most of them don't get, when you pass when they get a degree or graduate, nobody knows a step parent.
The missing parent, they just show.
Nobody now look for the step parent and say, yo, yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
Nobody really looks at the step parent.
True.
All right, so I appreciate them.
All right.
So we want to announce the winners of the Top Fan and the Abs Dance Fitness giveaway. Don't think we forget it. Me know now, wait on it.
All right.
And Carty said, thanks again, my Friday Life crew. I like it, Friday Life crew. And me get a WhatsApp from Doc, who was in studio with us, talking about mental health and stuff. Say, good show as usual. Right. Thank y'all, guys. I love the feedback.
All right, so I want to say congratulations to unbeatable champion, locking it down there on the
Abs Dance Fitness giveaway.
Congratulations to you.
As she said, she named it, you know, unbeatable champion.
All right, so let's go ahead and announce our top fan competition winners right about now. So here we go, people. Coming in at third. All right, let me tell you, it was a very heated competition.
Yeah, man, people go all out, man.
People went for the comments, people went for the videos, people went for the subscribers. But as I tell you, if you're consistent with the subscribers, that's where you're going to win. All right, so in third place, very close third place fight. I think the person who was in fourth just missed it by about 5 points. In third place, we want to say shout out to Shauna K. Davidson. Congratulations to ya.
Shauna K, big up you. Third place. Yeah, man, she work hard.
All right.
She work hard.
Well, that's actually, I should say, that's actually second place. So Shauna K. Davidson, second place.
You know, to be honest, me I wonder how Shauna K come third, because Shauna K, they are pushing, you know.
Right, so second
but
place,
me ask off here.
Shauna K. Davidson. In third place, I should say now, that's missing it by just 5 points. It's Unknown. Unknown, large up yourself.
Yeah, Unknown, they are push.
All right, so there we go. Unknown in third place, Shauna K. Davidson in second place. And our first place winner goes to subscriber Drika. Congratulations
That's the next name
to ya.
that I got used to when I was checking out.
I tell you, I want to say thank you to all those that participated. It was a close match. Some persons almost there. On contestants that were up in the runnings as well. I want to say Shanil Edwards, Samantha, Nashara, Mira Queen B, and G Mout in the building.
GM, yeah.
So trust me, it was a great competition, but you know they had 3 top contestants. Congrats to you.
So it's a Drika first place.
Yeah.
Shay 1999 second place, and third place is
Unknown.
Unknown. So I don't know
I know
who's
the
third
name, but
place.
I'll have to go back to Instagram to get the name.
Yeah, and then Carter make sure she ended with said there are good step parents. So guys, don't think that the talk I had was saying that there aren't good step parents. I just want to understand, wanna get involved in. That was really it.
All right.
All right. So I believe we're gonna have a part 2 next week. So stay tuned for that, guys. It was fun.
Yeah.
We love spending 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. every Friday with y'all. I'm Kimmie Kim, and
I'm
my
Mr.
co-host.
Fresh Concepts.
Yeah.
Have a fantastic weekend.
Be
Remember,
safe.
check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Funtastic 93 FM, and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's Funtastic Fridays. Have a fantastic
Stay
weekend.
safe. See y'all next week.
Who name Unknown?
Make we know.